paragraph, page 906.
Mm-hmm.
And our last headword was higher, full stage revision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's pick up from where you ended. Ready?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Here we go. So, what can we use a ribbon for? What can we
Mm-hmm.
use a ribbon for? We can use a
We can
ribbon
use a
for
ribbon
tying up
for tying
presents.
up
And a
presents,
small
and
girl
a small girl
might wear a ribbon
might wear a
in
ribbon
her hair.
in her hair.
Very good. Okay, what's the difference between the word thing and the word stuff? What's the difference between the word thing and the word stuff? The difference between
The difference
the word
between
thing
the word
and the
thing
word stuff
and the word
is
stuff
that thing
is that
is a
thing
countable
is
noun,
a countable noun,
whereas stuff
whereas
is
stuff
an
is
uncountable
an
noun.
uncountable noun.
Give me an example of the word stuff. Give me an example of the word stuff, please. I need to pack
I need to
all my
pack
stuff
all my
for
stuff
the holiday.
for the
We
holiday.
talk about
We talk about
lots of
lots
interesting
of
stuff
interesting stuff
during the train journey.
during the train journey.
Reggie, have you got lots of stuff to do tomorrow? Have you got lots of stuff to do tomorrow? Yes or no?
Yes,
I've got lots
I've
of
got
stuff
a lot of
to
stuff
do
to
tomorrow.
do tomorrow.
What kind of stuff does your country manufacture? What kind of stuff does your country manufacture? My country
My country
manufactures.
manufactures cars.
Very good. When you go to a restaurant, what type of stuff do you like to eat? When you go to a restaurant, what type of stuff do you like to eat? When I go to
When
a
I go
restaurant,
to a
I
restaurant,
like to eat.
I like to eat Japanese meal.
Very good. What kind of stuff do you enjoy doing at the weekends? What kind of stuff do you enjoy doing at the weekends? At the weekends,
At the
I
weekend,
enjoy
I enjoyed cycling.
cycling. Very good. Okay. What do we call the three main parts of a cooker? What do we call the three main parts of a cooker? We call
We
the
call
three main
the three
parts
main
of a
parts
cooker
of a
the
cooker:
hub, the
the hub,
grill, and
the
the
grill,
oven.
and the oven.
And which part would you use to roast a chicken? And which part would you use to roast a chicken? I'd use the
I'd
oven
use
to
the
roast a
oven
chicken.
to roast a chicken.
Ragged, what do we call the main part of the body, not including the head, arms, or legs? What do we call the main part of the body, not including the head, arms, or legs? We call the
We
main
call
part
the
of the
main
body,
part of the
not
body,
including the
not
head,
including the
arms,
head,
or legs,
arms,
the
or legs,
trunk.
the trunk.
Consequently, what is a tree trunk? Consequently, what is a tree trunk? A tree trunk
A tree
is the
trunk
main part
is the main
or
part
body of a
or
tree.
body of a tree.
Regard, what do we mean by a trunk used for traveling? What do we mean by a trunk used for traveling? By a trunk
By a
used
trunk
for traveling,
used for
we
traveling,
mean a large,
we
strong
mean a large,
box,
strong box,
bigger than a suitcase,
bigger than a
that
suitcase,
we use
that we
for
use
transporting
or transporting
our belongings
our
from
belongings
one place to
one
another.
place to another.
What do we call an elephant's nose? What do we call an elephant's nose? We call
We
an
call
elephant's
an
nose
elephant's
a
nose
trunk.
a trunk.
Ragged, what do we call the outer covering of an egg or a nut? What do we call the outer covering of an egg or a nut? We call
We
the
call
outer
the
covering
outer
of
covering
an egg or a
of
nut,
an egg
the
a
shell.
nut, the shell.
Very good. Were you shy with adults as a child? Were you shy with adults as a child? Yes or no?
Yes,
I was
I
shy
was
with
shy
adults. With adults. One
adult
more.
as a
Yes.
child.
I was
Yes,
shy
I was
with
shy
adults
with
as a
adult
child.
as a child.
Regid, would you agree that in general a person's shyness diminishes as they become more mature? Would you agree that in general a person's shyness diminishes as they become more mature? Yes or no?
Yes,
I'd agree
I'd
that
agree
in general
that in
a person's
general a
shyness
person's shyness
diminishes as they
diminishes
become
as
more
they
mature.
become more mature.
Regid, do most modern farms use machines to sow seeds in the land? Do most modern farms use machines to sow seeds in the land? Yes, most
Yes,
modern
most
farms
modern
use
firms
machines
use
to
machines
sow seeds
to
in
sow
the
seeds
land.
in the land.
What are the three forms of saw? What are the three forms of saw? The three forms
The
of
three
saw
forms
are
of soul
saw, sewed,
are
sewed,
soul, sold, sold,
or saw, sewed,
or soul,
sewn.
sold, sewn.
Very good. What do we use to wrap up a parcel? What do we use to wrap up a parcel? We use cardboard,
We use a
paper,
cardboard,
sticky
paper,
tape,
sticky
string,
tape,
etc.
strings,
to wrap
etc.
up a parcel.
to wrap up a parcel.
Very good. Should we wrap up well when we go out in cold weather? Should we wrap up well when we go out in cold weather? Yes, we
Yes,
should wrap up
we should
well
wrap up
when
well
we go out
when we
in
go out
cold weather.
in cold weather.
Right? If you were in an important position in the government, would you accept bribes? If you were in an important position in the government, would you accept bribes? Yes or no?
Mhm. No,
If I were
if I
in an
were in
important
an
position
important
in the
position
government,
in the
I
government,
wouldn't accept
I wouldn't
bribes.
accept bribes.
Very good. If you're a sales assistant in a large department store, which department would you most enjoy working in? If you're a sales assistant in a large department store, which department would you most enjoy working in? If I were a
If I
sales
were
assistant
a sales
in a
assistant
large
in a
department
large
store,
department
I'd most
store,
enjoy
I'd most enjoyed
working in the.
working in the food department.
Very good. Okay, next. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're threatening
You are
to hit
threatening
somebody
to hit
with your
somebody
hand.
with your
Right?
hand.
If a robber threatened you with a knife or a gun, what would you do? If a robber threatened you with a knife or a gun, what would you do? If a robber
If a
threatened
robber
me
threatened
with a
me
knife or a
with a
gun,
knife for gun,
I'd
I'd give some money.
give some
With
money.
give some robber some money
Hmm.
and run away.
Run away. Very good. Okay. Is a threat to commit murder considered a serious crime in many countries, even if the murder never actually take place? Is a threat to commit murder considered a serious crime in many countries, even if the murder never actually takes place? Yes, a threat
Yes,
to
a
commit
threat
murder
commit
is
murder
considered a
is a
serious
considered
crime
a serious
in
crime
many countries,
in many countries,
even if the murder
even if the murder
never actually takes
never
place.
actually takes place.
Very good. Okay, next. Here we go. What can we say instead of the sentence? People in general know that dogs are clever. What can we say instead of the sentence? People in general know that dogs are clever. Instead of the
Instead
sentence,
of the
people
sentence,
in general
people in
know
general
that
know
dogs are
that
clever.
dogs are
We can
clever.
say
We
it
can
is known
say
that
it is known
dogs
that
are clever,
dogs are
or
clever.
dogs are known to
Dogs
be
are
clever.
known to be clever.
Ragged, what can we say instead of people say that the president speaks seven languages? What can we say instead of people say that the president speaks seven languages? Instead of
Instead
people
of
say that
people
the
that
president
the
speaks
president
seven
speaks
languages,
several
we
languages,
can say
we
it
can
is
say
said that
it is said
the
that
president
the
speaks
president speaks
seven languages,
several
or
languages
the president
or the
is said
president
to speak
is said to speak
seven languages.
several languages.
Megan, finish this sentence, please. It is believed. Finish this sentence, please. It is believed. It is believed
It is
that
believed
life on Earth
that life on
began
Earth
almost
began
4
almost
billion years
4
ago.
billion years ago.
Finish this sentence, please. My country is considered. Finish this sentence, please. My country is considered. My country
My
is
country
considered
is
to be
considered
a good
to be
place
a good
to
place
go for a
to
holiday.
go for a holiday.
Very good. Where are the heart and the lungs situated in the body? Where are the heart and the lungs situated in the body? The heart and
The
lungs
heart and
are
lungs
situated
are situated
in the
in
chest.
the chest.
Very good. Okay, what's another meaning of the word chest? What's another meaning of the word chest? Another meaning of
Another
the word
meaning
chest
of the word
is a
chest
large,
is
strong
a
box,
large, strong box,
usually made of wood,
usually made of
which
wood,
we use
which we
for
use
storing things
for
in,
storing things in,
such as clothes,
such as clothes,
tools, medicine,
tools,
money,
medicine,
etc.
money, etc.
Reggie, do you prefer to fold your t-shirt and keep them in a chest of drawers or hang them in a wardrobe? Do you prefer to fold your t-shirt and keep them in a chest of drawers or hang them in a wardrobe? I prefer
Mhm.
to
I prefer to hold my
fold
t-shirts,
my t-shirt and keep them
t-shirts and keep them
in a chest of
in a
drawers
chest of drawers,
than hang them
then hang
in
them
a wardrobe.
in a wardrobe.
Very good. What do we call a large shop that stocks a wide variety of different types of products? What do we call a large shop that stocks a wide variety of different types of products? We call a
We
large
call
shop
a large
that
shops
stocks a
that
wide
stocks
variety
wide
of
variety
different types
of
of
different
products.
types of
A
product.
department store.
Department store.
Right, when a person of average size goes shopping, are they more likely to find clothes their size in stock than an exceptionally big or small person? When a person of average size goes shopping, are they more likely to find clothes their size in stock than an exceptionally big or small person? Yes. When a
Yes,
person
when a
of
person
average
of
size
average
goes
size
shopping,
goes
they're
shopping,
more likely
they are more
to find
likely
clothes
to
their
find clothes
size in
their
stock
size in
than
stock
an
than
exceptionally
an
big or
exceptionally
small person.
big or small person.
Wait, what's the opposite of in stock? What's the opposite of in stock? The opposite
The
of in
opposite
stock
of in
is
stock
out of stock.
is out of stock.
What's the stock cure for a headache? What's the stock cure for a headache? The stock cure
The stock
for a
cure
headache
or
is to
headache
take a
is to
painkiller
take a
and
painkiller
try to
and
relax.
try to relax.
Where which metal are most commonly used to make electrical wires? Which metals are most commonly used to make electrical wires? Copper and
Copper
aluminum
and
are
aluminum
most commonly
are
used
most commonly
to
used
make electrical
to make
wires. Electrical wires.
electrical wires.
Very good. What color is copper? What color is copper? Copper is a
Copper
reddish
is a reddish
brown color.
brown color.
Very good. Okay, what do we use a spade for? What do we use a spade for? We use a
We
spade
use a
for
spade
digging holes
for digging
in the
holes
earth.
in the earth.
Very good. Do you enjoy staying in big resorts when you go on holiday? Do you enjoy staying in big resorts when you go on holiday? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I
enjoy
enjoy
staying in big
staying
resorts
in big
when
resort
I go on
when I
holiday.
go on holiday
Why? Why? Because
because I can use variety facilities
variety
in big
of
resort.
very good
Variety of big
facilities
facilities
in a big resort.
in big
In
resort.
a big
In
resort.
a big resort.
Very good. One more. Because I can use
Because
a
I can
variety
use
of facilities
variety of facilities
in a big resort.
in a big resort.
Very good. Okay. What kind of things are often made of brass? What kind of things are often made of brass? Door handles,
Door handles,
locks,
locks,
keys, and musical
keys, and
instruments
musical
are
instruments
often made of
are often
brass.
made of brass.
Very good. If you went to the doctor complaining of a cough, which part of your body would the doctor examine? If you went to the doctor complaining of a cough, which part of your body would the doctor examine? If I went to the
If I
doctor
went to the doctor
complaining of a cough,
complaining of a
the
cough,
doctor would
the
examine
doctor would
my
examine
throat and chest.
my throat and chest.
Very good. Okay, if you saw a child walking towards a beach with a bucket and a spade in their hand, what would you think they were going to do? If you saw a child walking towards a beach with a bucket and a spade in their hand, what would you think they were going to do? If
Mhm.
I saw a
If
child
I saw a child
walking towards
walking
a
towards
beach with
a
a
beach
bucket
with a
and
bucket
spade in their
and a
hand,
spade in the
I think
hand,
they were
I
going
think
to
they were
build a
going to build
sandcastle.
a sandcastle.
Very good. What kind of work does a mechanic do? What kind of work does a mechanic do? A mechanic
A
repairs
mechanic
cars
repairs
and
cars
other
and
machines.
other machines.
Very good. What do we mean when we say that somebody does something in a mechanical manner? What do we mean when we say that somebody does something in a mechanical manner? When we say
When
that
we say
somebody
that
does
somebody
something
that
In a
something
mechanical
in a
manner,
mechanical
we
manner,
mean that
we
they do
mean
it
that they do
like a
it
machine.
like a
In
machine,
other words,
in other words,
without thinking about
without thinking
or
about
needing to think
or
about
needing to think
what they're
about
doing.
what they are doing.
Very good. What's a bus shelter? What's a bus shelter? A bus shelter
A bus
is a
shelter
small
is a
construction
small
which
construction
shelters us
which shelters
from the
us
wind and
from
rain
the wind and
while we
rain
are waiting
while we are
for a
waiting
bus.
for our bus.
Right, what's an avenue? What's an avenue? An avenue
An
is a
avenue
road with
is a
trees
road
on
with
either
trees
side. O-
is a
One
side.
more. An avenue
Mhm. An
is a
avenue
road with
is a
trees
road with trees
on either side,
on either
or it
side,
can be a
or
wide
it can
street
be a wide
with
street
buildings on
with
either
buildings
side.
on the either side.
Very good. What's the noun of the adjective broad? What's the noun of the adjective broad? The noun
The
of the
noun
adjective
of
broad
the adjective
is
broad
breadth.
is breadth.
Very good. What's a bundle? What's a bundle? A bundle
A
is a
bundle
number of
is a number
articles
of
or
articles
objects
or objects
fastened together.
fastened together.
Very good. When you pack a suitcase, do you put everything in just anyhow? When you pack a suitcase, do you put everything in just anyhow? Yes or no?
No,
When I pack a
when I
suitcase,
pocket a suitcase,
I don't put
I
everything
don't put
in just
everything
anyhow.
in just
I
anyhow.
pack it carefully.
I pack it carefully.
Very good. What's a saw? What's a saw? A saw is a
A
tool
saw is a
used for
tool
cutting wood,
used for chopping wood,
metal, etc.
metal, etc.
Very good. What's the noun of the adjective honest? What's the noun of the adjective honest? The noun
The
of the
noun
adjective
of the
honest
adjective
is
honest
honesty.
is honesty.
What's the opposite of honesty? What's the opposite of honesty? The opposite
The
of
opposite
honesty
of
is
honesty
dishonesty.
is dishonesty.
Very good. What is a cottage? What is a cottage? A cottage
A
is
cottage
generally thought
is
of
generally thought of
as a small
as
house
a small
in the
house
country.
in the
Well,
country.
what's your favorite flavor of ice cream? What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? My favorite
My
flavor
favorite
of
flavor
of
of
ice
ice
cream
cream
is
is vanilla.
vanilla. Very good. What does a king or queen wear on their head for ceremonial occasions? What does a king or queen wear on their head for ceremonial occasions? A king or
A
queen
king
wears
or queen
a
wears
crown on their
a
head
crown on their
for
head
ceremonial
for
occasions.
ceremonial occasions.
Very good. What is fur? What is fur? Fur is the thick,
Fur
soft
is a
hair
thick, soft
that
hair
covers
that
animals
covers
like
animals
cats and dogs.
like cats and dogs.
Greg, do you prefer wristwatches with leather straps or metal straps? Do you prefer wristwatches with leather straps or metal straps? I prefer
I prefer
wristwatches with.
wristwatches with leather straps.
Greg, why do people strap themselves into a car? Why do people strap themselves into a car? People strap
People
themselves
strap
into
themselves
a car
into a
so
car
that if
so
there is
that
an
if
accident,
there is an accident,
they will not be
they will not be
thrown about.
thrown about.
Very good. Okay, would you be more comfortable at the moment if your seat had a cushion on it? Would you be more comfortable at the moment if your seat had a cushion on it? Yes or no?
Yes,
I'd be more
I'd be
comfortable
more
at the
comfortable
moment
at the
if
moment
my seat
if my
had a
seat
cushion on it.
had a cushion on it.
Very good. Is it possible to whistle by sucking instead of blowing? Is it possible to whistle by sucking instead of blowing? Yes, it's
Yes,
possible to
it's
whistle
possible to
by
whistle
sucking
by
instead
sucking
of blowing.
instead of blowing.
At about what age do children usually stop sucking their thumbs? At about what age do children usually stop sucking their thumb? Children usually
Children
stop
usually
sucking their
stop
thumbs
sucking their thumbs
at about.
at about 3 years old.
Very good. What are the clothes that models wear at fashion shows often quite extraordinary? Are the clothes that models wear at fashion shows often quite extraordinary? Yes, the
Yes,
clothes
the
that
clothes
models wear
that models
at
wear
fashion shows
at fashion
are
shows
often quite
often quite
extraordinary.
extraordinary.
Very good. Do you believe in fate? Do you believe in fate? Yes or no?
Oh
Oh,
yes, I believe. Oh wait.
yeah, somebody's
Excuse
on the
me.
door.
My
Okay, very good.
package just
Go ahead.
arrived. Sorry. Excuse me.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Delivery?
Oh, okay. My package just arrived.
Ah, okay, very good.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's continue. Here you go.
Okay.
Who is responsible for deciding the fate of a criminal in a law court?
Hmm.
Who is responsible for deciding the fate of a criminal in a law court? The judge and
The
jury
judge,
are
including,
responsible.
are
One more.
responsible.
The judge
The judge, enrich,
and jury
and jury
are responsible
are
for
responsible
deciding the fate
for deciding the
of
fate
a criminal
of a
in a
criminal
law court.
in a law court.
Very good. Okay, if you arrive at an airport and discover that your flight was delayed for 5 hours, what would you do in the meantime? If you arrive in an airport and discover your flight was delayed for 5 hours, what would you do in the meantime? If I
Hmm.
arrived
If I
at an
arrived
airport
at the
and
airport
discovered
and
that my
discovered
flight was
that my flight
delayed for
was
five
delayed
hours,
for 5 hours,
I'd
I'd playing
I'd
a
play
game
I'd
online,
I'd play a game online
play a game online.
in the meantime.
In the meantime,
Very good. What percentage of the population do you think smokes? What percentage of the population do you think smokes? I think about
I think about
how many?
mm,
50, 60,
out
20
20%
of the population
of the
smokes.
population smokes.
Very good. What do we sweep a floor with? What do we sweep a floor with? We sweep a floor
We sweep a
with a
floor
broom.
with a broom.
Very good. What's the danger of letting babies suck small objects like coins and other bits of metal? What's the danger of letting babies suck small objects like coins and other bits of metal? The danger of
The
letting
danger
babies
of letting
suck
babies
small
suck
objects
more of
like
object
coins and
like
other
coins
bits of
and the other
metals
bits of
is
metal
that they might
is that
swallow
they might swallow
or choke on them.
or talk on them.
Very good. Okay, next, how many ounces make a pound? How many ounces make a pound? 16 ounces
16 ounces
make a pound.
make a pound.
Very good. How many pounds make a stone? How many pounds make a stone? 14 pounds
14
make a
pounds
stone.
make a
How
stone.
many stones make a ton? How many stones make a ton? 160 stones
160
make
stones
a ton.
make a ton.
Make a ton.
Make
Very,
a ton.
very good. How many pounds are there in a kilo? How many pounds are there in a kilo? There are
There are
2.2 pounds
2.2
in a kilo.
2 in a kilo.
2.2 pounds
To there are 2.2 pounds
in a kilo.
in a kilo.
Very good. Would you be unhappy if you had a job that paid you tons of money? Would you be unhappy if you had a job that paid you tons of money? No, I
No,
wouldn't be
I
unhappy
wouldn't be
if I
unhappy
had a job
if I
that
had a
paid
job
me
that
tons of
paid
money.
me tons of money.
Very good. And we stop there. Very